Have you ever felt someone tug on your thoughts, even when they're miles away? It's a strange sensation, isn't it? You're moving through your day steady and focused, and suddenly there they are. Not in front of you, not speaking to you, but showing up in your mind, in your mood, in the quiet corners of your energy. And the moment hits with a certain weight. It doesn't feel random or passing. It feels intentional, almost like their thoughts brushed against yours before they ever said a word. When a connection reaches beyond conversation, it starts speaking in signals, gentle, subtle, yet impossible to ignore. And if you've been feeling something stirring within you lately, these signs may be pointing to one simple truth. Someone out there is thinking about you far more deeply than you've imagined. First signal, you feel their energy out of nowhere. Sometimes their energy reaches you before their words ever could. You might be sitting in silence, working, driving, or doing something ordinary when a wave of emotion rolls in. Warmth, calmness, curiosity, or even a soft ache. And it feels like it came from nowhere. Your mind suddenly drifts to them without effort, as if a string between you is gently pulled. Your mood shifts into something that reminds you of how you feel when they're actually around. Maybe your chest tightens, your heartbeat picks up, or you feel that familiar spark in your stomach. These aren't random sensations. They show up with a certain clarity, almost like someone stepping into your emotional space. And what makes this signal so powerful is the timing. It often appears when you're not thinking of them at all, when your mind is busy, grounded, or focused on something else. That's why it catches your attention. Their energy arrives uninvited, but not unwelcome, slipping into your awareness like a quiet whisper. It's the kind of feeling that makes you pause, turn inward, and say, "Wait, why did I just feel that?" When someone is thinking deeply about you, their emotional frequency can brush against yours, and your intuition picks it up long before your logic does. Second signal, you see synchronicities, patterns, and repeating signs. When someone's thoughts keep circling back to you, the universe has a way of echoing that energy through signs, little patterns that show up again and again. You start seeing repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 333 at the exact moments you're thinking of them. Their name appears in unexpected places, or you hear a song that feels like it carries their message. These moments feel almost too aligned to dismiss. It's as if life is tapping you on the shoulder, saying, "Pay attention, something is happening beneath the surface." Synchronicities don't shout, but they're consistent. They show up during emotionally charged moments or times when you're quietly wondering about the connection. You might dream of them with unusual clarity or stumble across symbols that relate directly to them. And each time you feel that nudge, subtle but real, these patterns aren't coincidences. They're indicators of two energies tuning into each other at the same time. When signs begin to cluster, that's often a clue that the person you're thinking of is also thinking deeply about you. Third signal, you feel their presence spiritually or energetically. There are moments when someone's presence reaches you without a call, a message, or a single physical sign, and yet you feel them. It's that strange sense of closeness that settles over you, almost like they just walked into the room in a way only your spirit can detect. You might feel a warmth behind you, a gentle pull in your chest, or a soft awareness that someone is thinking of you with intention. It isn't dramatic, but it's unmistakably real. Their energy wraps around you in a quiet, familiar way, almost like a memory coming alive. This signal often arrives during still moments late at night, early in the morning, or when your thoughts are calm. You may sense their emotions as if they're blending with yours, or feel guided, watched over, or emotionally touched from a distance. Some people describe it as a soft pressure on the shoulder, a brush of air, or the sensation of someone standing close even when the room is empty. And here's the deeper truth. This kind of presence doesn't appear without a reason. When someone's spirit reaches you, it usually means they're thinking of you with a depth that crosses the boundary between mind and energy. How to know it's real? A reliable sign it's real is the pattern. These signals don't show up only when you're emotional or longing for connection. They arrive at random times, cutting through your day with a quiet clarity. The feeling doesn't spike your anxiety. It settles you. It feels natural, almost familiar, like something your inner wisdom recognizes before you can explain it. You'll also notice the world, reflecting it back to you. Repeating numbers, dreams that feel purposeful, sudden reminders of them, or perfectly timed coincidences. None of it feels forced. Real energetic signals carry a steady tone, not a dramatic rush. And the strongest confirmation is that deeper voice inside you, the one that doesn't argue or overthink. It simply says, "This is real." The deeper meaning behind telepathic signals. When these signals begin to appear, they're usually pointing to something deeper than coincidence. They often reveal an emotional or spiritual bond strong enough for thoughts, feelings, and energy to travel between you. It may mean this person is reflecting on you, sorting through memories, emotions, or unspoken questions that involve your connection. Sometimes it's a sign of mutual alignment, where both of you are thinking of each other around the same time without planning it. Telepathic signals also tend to show up when a connection is unfinished or shifting into a new phase. They can be a call toward healing, clarity, reconnection, or even closure. In many cases, they highlight a truth your intuition already sensed: something meaningful is happening between two hearts, even in silence. What to do when you feel it? When these signals show up, the first step is to stay calm and simply observe. Don't rush to react, overthink, or assume the universe is pushing you into action. Just breathe, ground yourself, and notice what the feeling is telling you. Let the emotion settle so you can separate intuition from impulse. Often the clarity you need rises only when your mind is quiet enough to listen. If the energy feels warm or supportive, you can gently send that feeling back through a thought, a memory, or a simple intention of goodwill. And if the connection feels heavy or draining, protect your energy. Set boundaries, center yourself, and release what doesn't serve you. Most importantly, let your next move come from clarity, not curiosity. When the signal is real, the right action will make itself known without force. Final message. When telepathic signals show up in your life, they're rarely accidental. They're gentle reminders that connection isn't limited to words or presence. Sometimes it moves quietly through intuition, synchronicity, and the unspoken space between two people. Trust what you feel, stay grounded, and let clarity guide your next step. When energy flows this strongly, something meaningful is usually unfolding beneath the surface. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more meaningful insight.